Yo, what is going on, people? This is your boy Infamous, and today we're talking about the main villain that we could possibly see for Marvel's Avengers. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to it. Let's jump into this video. I want to knock out this villain first, being Thanos. I believe Thanos will not be a villain in this game. I'm pretty positive almost he will not be a villain of this game, simply for the fact that we've had an oversaturation of the Infinity Stones and Thanos. Now, there's been so much with the movies. We had 22 movies leading up to the major event of Avengers Endgame, not to mention we already have Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which is another game featuring the Infinity Stones and Thanos, and we recently just got a game which is awesome. I've been playing it so much, being Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and of course that one is called The Black Order. You're fighting against Thanos and the Black Order. We've just had so much of seeing those characters. I think it's time we take a break and we actually look at some different villains we can actually have introduced into Marvel's Avengers. That being said, I've seen lots of names and lots of cool villains that people have been talking about that could possibly be the main villain for this game. One being Dr. Doom. Now, Dr. Doom is a great choice and a character I would love to see within this game. Now, the only issue I have with this character is he is more of a Fantastic Four villain. Now, don't get it wrong. Now, he is a very, very big villain, and he has his own country being Latveria, so he has his own people, his own Doom bots that can also have fight against the Avengers in the city on those missions and stuff like that. But at the same time, it just feels wrong to have Dr. Doom in such a game like this, and you don't introduce the Fantastic Four. Now, if they decide to do that, I just feel like also this become a Avengers/Fantastic Four game, and I'm not really upset about that, but I do believe if we're going to focus on the Avenger characters, you need to stick it with just Avenger characters. So let's save Dr. Doom for another game, or possibly even a Fantastic Four reboot game, because we haven't had a Fantastic Four game in a very long time. Another character I've seen people talk about is Loki. Now, Loki is a character I think be really, really cool. At the same time, it gives us like a nice kind of hint back to the first Avengers movie. I just don't think he will be just big enough, in my opinion, or strong enough character to fight the entire Avengers. Now, if they make it really similar to the movie, it'll be pretty cool, but at the same time, it's like you just copied the movie. But I think Loki's another great choice because he can have his own armor that you can bring in that will fight against, and he hires different people and manipulates them and stuff like that. I think he's another great option, but not the character I would like to see personally, but is another character I've seen a lot of people post about. I've also seen people talk about Baron Zemo, which I think is really, really interesting because we haven't seen or really heard much of this character since Captain America Civil War. Now, that was one of my favorite Marvel movies, and that movie is fantastic. Introduced so many dope characters like Spider-Man and Black Panther, but Baron Zemo is not really big enough to take on the entire Avengers by himself. He is a great manipulator. He can do small things, but he is not a good kind of 1v6 character to fight against the Avengers. It's just not going to work unless he hires many people, or it's like an entire league, or, you know, Dark Avengers thing going on. Really, I don't know how it's going to go, but I feel like that's not going to work, it just being Baron Zemo. And another one that a lot of people have talked about, and I've seen an absolute crap ton alongside Dr. Doom, is going to be Magneto. Now, I feel like Magneto is a huge villain and one of my favorite villains within the entire Marvel universe. He is a great character. He is a strong mutant. He can take on multiple X-Men by himself. He has so many great feats. Now, here's my thing. He is an X-Men character. If we decide to add in all these Fantastic Four or X-Men characters, this game goes from Avengers to just pretty much a Marvel game in general, which is having another Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but just on a bigger, more broad scale. I do not want that. I want this game to focus in on the Avengers, one of the main teams we have within the Marvel universe. Now, some of you guys might be asking, Infamous, who do you want? You don't want Dr. Doom, you don't want Magneto, you don't want Baron Zemo. Who do I want? I want to see Ultron. I think Ultron would be the perfect fit. Now, Ultron has a very smart intellect, so he can convince people to help him out, not to mention money is no object to Ultron because he can hack any system and give whoever the money, just like Taskmaster and AIM that you do see at the beginning of the game during the 8-day parade sequence. Not to mention, Ultron has so many personal tie-ins to Tony and all the Avengers, so I feel like he'd be such an impactful character for them to fight against. Not to mention, he will also have his grunt characters and also mission characters that you can also fight against too, being the Ultron bots. So you already have people you can fight against. You have a great main villain who is really strong and is pretty predominant within the Avengers lore. Not to mention, this character got his own movie, and it was actually a really good movie. Now, it is probably one of the more slept on Avengers movies. It's not everyone's favorite. It's actually probably everyone's least favorite Avengers movie, but at the same time, Ultron is such a great character. He is very strong, and I could see the entire team fighting against him within the game. That being said, that's going to be my personal pick for who I want to see as the main villain in Marvel's Avengers. Please, in the comments down below, guys, let me know who you guys would like to see as the main villain in this game. I'm really excited to see what this game is going to bring. We have some information on the demo coming up for August or later this month whenever I decide to upload this video. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. This has been your boy Infamous, and I am